Money made, that's all I do is get money. Today is a rose gold day, as you can see. Arnold Schwarzenegger, limited edition AP, all factory. 1.8 million right here.
Things didn't go right, took a loss. I took a heavy loss, actually. But nothing can hold me back.
Regular talking about real estate. Well, lately I purchased 62 apartment buildings in New York City.
The boxing community is in shock after reports surfaced claiming Floyd Mayweather is broke and tied to a stunning $42 million fraud case. Famous for his perfect fight record and over-the-top lifestyle, Mayweather has spent years showing off private jets, fancy cars, and piles of cash online. Now, the man once nicknamed Money is making headlines for a very different reason. In his first comments since the news broke, Mayweather reportedly responded with a mix of denial, anger, and an emotional appeal to fans and doubters alike, leaving many people more confused than ever about how someone so wealthy could end up at the center of this kind of scandal.
Slogan, hard work and dedication. I believe in working hard, and I'm going to dedicate myself to whatever I'm involved in.
Mayweather has opened up about why he lives so large, saying it's not just about flexing his money. He wants to show people that success is possible no matter where you start. To him, the cars, jets, and cash aren't bragging rights. They're proof of what hard work and discipline can build. His point is simple. He came from nothing and built a fortune, and that path is open to others too. One of the biggest examples he's pointed to is his real estate. Mayweather says he bought 62 apartment buildings in New York City outright, with no partners involved. The deal is reportedly worth $42 million and includes more than 1,000 affordable housing units in Upper Manhattan. Announcing it online, he said the buildings, and all the retail space below them, are fully his, adding that anyone else can do the same if they make the right moves.
To my lifestyle, showing the people how I live. Now, I know you guys see me on a regular talking about real estate. Well, lately I purchased 62 apartment buildings in New York City. And what I need you guys to do, slide over and check out the photos. It's not all 62 buildings, it's a few buildings, but guess what? All the buildings belong to me. I don't have no partners. And all the retail down low on my buildings all belong to me.
Facing criticism for talking so much about money, Mayweather pushed back, saying that wanting nice things doesn't make him a bad person. To him, money is simply a tool, a way to build a good life and take care of his family. He's put it plainly, just because he talks about money doesn't mean it defines him, and he's the one who earns it, not the other way around. He believes financial freedom lets him give the people he loves good experiences, travel, and enjoyment, things he sees as important for their happiness. For Mayweather, wealth isn't only about luxury. It's about creating chances and moments that wouldn't otherwise be possible.
Floyd, you seem really comfortable talking about money. A lot of people in the UK are not. So what are your beliefs around money?
Just because I talk about money doesn't make me a bad person. I like to have the finer things in life. Money don't make me, I make money. I like to feed my family. We can't feed our family just saying I love you. Money is able to put us in a position so we can have the finer things in life. So we are able to travel over to the UK and experience and do different things. We're able to travel to Dubai and other countries and have fun and live life and experience different things. So when you're able to make a lot of money, you're able to do those certain things. And for those people that don't have any money, because life is all about having different experiences.
Floyd Mayweather doesn't shy away from the hard parts of his story. He's talked about growing up with a mother who battled addiction and a father who was in and out of prison, leaving him to fend for himself at a young age. He's mentioned heading to the Olympics with no real support behind him and having to leave school behind because life simply got too hard to manage both. Out of that struggle, Floyd built himself up from nothing, fueled by pain, grit, and a determination to make it. He's pointed out that his father rarely talked publicly about those rough years, choosing instead to focus on Floyd's talent and potential. Still, Floyd has always given his father credit for the part he played in his career. Their bond was complicated, but it was built on belief and discipline.
Dad going to prison, me just going to the Olympics by myself, 7 of us in a 1-bedroom. I said, you know what? I left school. Within 6 months, I was
Mayweather has admitted his business approach is built on big risks, the kind of moves most people would avoid. He says he'd rather put money into deals that others don't fully get, believing that thinking differently is what leads to real innovation, even if it usually doesn't pay off. In fact, he said about 90% of his investments fail, but he's fine with that because the wins, when they come, are massive. It's a gambler's mindset applied to business. Bet big, lose often, but aim for the rare payoff that makes it all worth it. The clearest example of this approach is when he paid $750,000 to buy his way out of his contract with Top Rank back in 2006. That single decision let him control his own career, eventually leading to more than $750 million in earnings from fights against Conor McGregor, Manny Pacquiao, and Canelo Alvarez. By taking on the risk of promoting his own fights, he also got to keep all the reward. Every dollar from tickets, pay-per-view, and sponsorships went straight to him. His habit of showing off, piles of cash, his private jet, the whole lifestyle, has always been part of his public image. He frames it as proof of how far he's come, not just bragging. But it hasn't escaped criticism. Commentators like Shannon Sharpe have questioned whether all this focus on flash might be masking weaker financial planning underneath, especially given rumors about money troubles. Critics argue that while Mayweather may intend these displays to motivate others, they could also be hiding insecurity or pulling attention away from the need for smart, long-term money management. Whether he addresses these concerns, or keeps doing what he's always done, remains to be seen.
Money Man is getting ready. Super Bowl weekend, Las Vegas. We had to get the ones. Make it rain. Yeah. I need everybody. Had girl collection, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, the Super Bowl, or whoever win or lose, it don't matter. I need everybody there. Girl collection. Yeah.
Mayweather is widely seen as one of the greatest boxers ever. He retired with a perfect 50-0 record, with 27 of those wins by knockout. His career ran from 1996 to 2017, during which he claimed 15 world titles across 5 different weight classes, from super featherweight up to light middleweight. Known for his defense and smart, calculated fighting style, he beat some of the best in the sport, including Manny Pacquiao, Oscar de la Hoya, and Canelo Alvarez. His last professional fight came against UFC star Conor McGregor on August 26, 2017, which he won by 10th round technical knockout, finishing his career undefeated and matching the perfect record once held by Rocky Marciano. Outside the ring, Mayweather also built a reputation as a sharp businessman, promoting his own fights to maximize his earnings and becoming one of the highest-paid athletes in history. A lot of that success traces back to his father, Floyd Mayweather Sr., also a former boxer, who trained him from early on. The foundation of that training was defense, especially the shoulder roll technique, a method that lets a fighter dodge punches while staying ready to strike back. That style became Floyd Jr.'s signature, letting him avoid damage while still controlling fights. His father's influence wasn't just technical, either. He shaped Floyd's mindset, teaching him to focus not just on winning, but on avoiding unnecessary risks and always staying a step ahead of opponents.
Make sure to subscribe to the channel. Who would have thought that the guy on the left would have taught his son on the right the exact same style, and that his son on the right would have gone all the way to being undefeated and made over $1 billion in boxing?
That mindset became the backbone of Mayweather's perfect record, earning him a reputation as a calculated, strategic fighter who truly understood the finer details of the sport. With his father guiding him, Floyd didn't just master the ring, he built a brand worth billions. That bond between father and son, both in training and in competition, played a huge part in the success Floyd achieved.
Hard as you can.
You already thought about it.
Hard as you can, Al.
Damn.
What about it? Start again. Where you at? That's all.
As Floyd Jr.'s career took off, fame and money never seemed to distract him. Unlike a lot of boxers who lose their drive once they've made it financially, he kept the same work ethic, often training in the early morning hours despite everything he'd already achieved. For him, it was never really about the money, it was about being the best. His father always saw that potential in him, and the family believed early on that Floyd Jr. was destined for greatness. That belief, paired with Floyd's natural talent and discipline, helped him reach a level of success that went beyond anyone's expectations. None of it happened by luck. It came from years of sacrifice, hard work, and a father who was committed to his son's future. Floyd Mayweather Sr. has also been honest about how his relationship with his son changed over time, especially as fame and money enter the picture. He's described their early bond as close and built on mutual respect, but as Floyd Jr.'s career grew, cracks started to show, including a public falling out captured on HBO's 24/7 and a disagreement over a car. In one candid interview, Mayweather Sr. said money has a way of changing relationships, often pulling focus away from family and toward material things. He noted this isn't unique to them. It's something many families go through once wealth enters the picture. He's expressed real regret over the distance that grew between him and his son, admitting how emotionally difficult that period was for him.
We had, at one time, we was coming up, we have never had an argument in our life, me and him. Then we had an argument on what was the name of it? HBO. We was on HBO. Then another time we argued over by the car. I'm saying, man, what is all this about now? I'm just saying, you know, and we never had no argument. All of a sudden, I don't know. I'm just telling you, man. It is or it ain't. Sometimes, you know, hey, when people get, it ain't about me training or anything like that. People get money, man. Things change. I don't care whether it's your father, mother, whoever. Father, mother, brother, sister, name it. You know, if sometimes when people get money.
Still, not everyone's a fan of how Floyd Jr. has spent his time post-retirement. Shannon Sharpe has been especially critical of his run of exhibition matches, calling out the fight against YouTuber Logan Paul in particular. Sharpe's argument is that these matchups lack real competition and don't carry the weight expected from someone with Mayweather's legacy, suggesting Floyd's more interested in cashing checks than protecting his name. He compares these fights to entertainment shows like WWE rather than real boxing, warning that they could chip away at the respect Mayweather built over his career. Mayweather's response has been pretty direct. Money matters more to him than legacy. He said as much himself, currency over legacy, making it clear that building wealth is his priority, not living up to other people's idea of how a legend should retire. To him, these exhibitions are a way to stay connected with fans and make the most of his fame, and he sees it as building his own version of legacy, on his own terms.
Yep.
Does this man have no shame?
Dude.
Is he not easy money Mayweather now?
Get that money.
Yeah, get that money.
He'll pick up either 15, 20 mil.
He was a highly respected champion.
Still
He
is.
dominated the sport.
Yes.
Greatest defensive fighter ever. And you're going to stoop to this?
Yep.
It's not even the right Paul. It's not Jake Paul. It's the older
Well, we get
brother.
the brother. We get the brother.
He's
then.
easier.
Look, I was like, I started with the moment Nate Robinson hit that canvas face first.
Yep.
I'm like, who can we nominate as an athlete to get our get back? I looked at James Johnson.
Okay, but it's not Jake. It's the older brother.
I want somebody.
Somebody?
Brandon Marshall, our first things first, Brandon Marshall.
Yep.
But I'm gonna tell you who good with their hands and you might not know, Curtis Martin.
So what?
And we want our get back. That's what.
So you want Curtis Martin to fight Jake Paul
I
now?
wanted to fight something. We go get our get back. Y'all nothing to have bragging
Well,
rights.
this isn't even a fight.
Nope.
This is an exhibition.
No, I know what happens.
How low can you go?
I know you over there. You're like, yeah, we got it. You know, no. We go get our get back. This for the culture. We got to represent. Money, represent.
Represent?
Yep, lump him up.
You represented against Conor McGregor, and it was a worthy fight.
That's
It
okay,
was
we'll
actually
get it.
a battle.
We gonna lump him up.
Huh.
Yeah, we gonna lump him up.
Huh.
Put a patch over his eye, say close for the.
Stephen A. Smith has also taken issue with Mayweather's post-retirement exhibition fights, especially against opponents with no real boxing background. He gave the 2017 Conor McGregor fight a pass, since McGregor at least came from a legitimate combat sports career, but he's been far less forgiving about fights like the one against Logan Paul. Smith's take is that these matchups feel more like entertainment than real boxing, and that Mayweather seems to be chasing paychecks over protecting his name. He's argued that not just anyone deserves to step in the ring with a fighter of Mayweather's level, even for an exhibition, and that these kinds of matches risk chipping away at the respect he earned through an undefeated career. At the core of Smith's criticism is a bigger question. How do you balance making money with protecting your legacy? In his view, Mayweather is putting that legacy at risk by continuing down this path.
Third, having any real kind of boxing background. I did not see the fight, although I heard he lost every round and Floyd Money Mayweather was whipping him pretty good. I was not there. I did not see it. I do not know. Here's what I do know, which is where my disappointment comes from. When you are as great as Floyd Money Mayweather, everybody doesn't deserve to be in your space. I know you like to make money. You're never going to stop making money. Very, very few people on the planet know how to make money like you know how to make money. But some of this stuff has got to stop. You want to get Conor McGregor in the ring for an exhibition match? All right, that's fine. You know, Conor sold that. It was great marketing. He's not a boxer, but hey, he was a knockout artist in the UFC. I get it. John Gotti III, I don't know anything about him. I'm not trying to disrespect him. And yes, I'm being smart. I'm not trying to disrespect the grandson of a mobster. Fair enough. But what I'm trying to say is this. When you're great, when you're elite, not just anybody deserves to be in your pristine space. And what I mean by that is I'm not talking about on the street or anything like that. Boxing.
Stephen A. Smith has gotten a close-up look at just how extravagant Mayweather's life really is. One of the clearest signs of his wealth is his car collection. Reportedly more than 100 vehicles, ranging from rare Lamborghinis to custom Bugattis, each one pricier than the last. It's the kind of collection most people can only imagine, and Smith, having known Floyd for years, has seen it firsthand. But with questions now swirling around an alleged $42 million real estate fraud and his overall financial situation, Mayweather finds himself at a turning point. The same man once known purely for his flawless 50-0 record and sharp business moves is now facing questions about whether his property claims are even legitimate, and how transparent he's really been about his finances. Critics, including Stephen A. Smith and 50 Cent, have suggested that his recent moves might be more about keeping up appearances than actual financial health. As all this plays out, people are watching closely, taking it as a reminder of how complicated fame, money, and legacy can really be.
Floyd went from being like a really exciting pressure fighter and he had a bunch of hand problems to like Money Mayweather, start talking just boxing people's faces off. No more hand problems, much more money.
Yeah, I love what he's doing too, beating up these YouTube guys.
It's great.
I love it.
It's so funny that these guys are willing to get beat up by him.
Well, I think they're all...
So what do you think? Are Mayweather's recent moves a sign of smart business thinking or a break from the discipline that built his career? Let us know in the comments.